People always ask me what my day is like, and I always tell them, this is my day. Hello, today I wanted to show you what life in college looks like for me. My day starts at about 4 in the morning. Grab my things, my phone, my headphones, my water bottle, my phone charger, my wallet, my keys, and money for food. Left today about 5:30. It is now about, I would say, 8 o'clock. Still got a little bit before class starts, so I'm just gonna head on over and wait. Got myself breakfast, had a muffin, banana muffin, and chocolate milk. I'm enrolled in a documentary and reality production class. If I'm not mistaken, today's agenda is that I have to pitch my final, which is literally a documentary, but I proposed the idea to make a video diary, which is what you're watching. Hopefully, if I'm able to get the professor on here, he'll be able to talk a little bit more about what the class is about. And if I'm lucky, get a couple of my classmates to talk about what their finals are gonna be. So I'll see you in a second. Hello, Professor.
Oh, hey. Good morning.
So, Professor, what's on the agenda for today?
Today, you guys are going to give your pitches for your documentaries in class. And then we're going to talk about some decks for the reality pitch. And then you guys will have time to go over your projects in class.
Memories, mandil in Spanish is like an apron, and I chose the background is like that. That apron is very traditional, classic apron that like I grew up seeing all my aunts and my grandmother, my mom cooking it all the time, my great-grandmother. And so that's why I chose that apron background and mandil specifically because food just brings people together, it brings out stories, brings out jokes and laughs, and that's how most of the stories I've heard have been through, and around the dinner table. So I work nearby at a coffee shop doing content, and one of the greatest things that I've done for the coffee shop is like tell the stories of the homeboys and homegirls that work there, their stories, how they got there, why they enjoy making coffee, and how it changed their lives, and even the history of the coffee shop itself, the history of how it came up and where their coffee's from. And so I kind of want to transition and use that same style of storytelling to tell my family's story, where they're from, learn more about them through food, because food is, again, that catalyst for storytelling, catalyst for just creating community. And yeah, so it's mandil memories. We made mole for the first episode, which is a very traditional dish. And then this thing here is putzar porunda, which is very particular to my family's region, which they live in Michoacan, or they were from Michoacan, Mexico. And that's one of the oldest indigenous dishes that they were able to preserve and continue on. And so the whole point is that I want to document, one, how to cook these dishes that my family knows and have brought over from Mexico. So throughout the whole show, it's going to be like it's a mini docu-series of segments of how to cook the dishes, but then cut along with interview with my grandmother or whoever the cook is in their story and how they came over, how they brought this dish over, who they learned it from, and why we're cooking the dish. And usually I'm going to try to make it their favorite dish in particular so that they have that connection to it and they're happy cooking it. And then afterwards, like at the end, we all got together and ate. We shared a meal and just talked. I recorded during that process too. So yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Quick,
very cool.
Yeah.
Just quick question. Just for the people watching, where is the coffee shop and what's the name of it?
The coffee shop is it's called Tepito Coffee, and it's by Groman's Bookstore on Colorado. And yeah, so this is where I was born and raised in Pasadena, and so that's kind of why I'm like, I like to do this here and around. Most of my family, when they all came from Michoacan, they literally all live in Pasadena, Altadena. So
it's a great area.
Thank you.
Class is done for the day. Some of the students did their pitches, including mine. And one of them was a friend, Robert, whose family friends own a coffee shop, so decided to check it out, show my support. I'll let you know how that went later. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get anybody else for the day, but we have to go over on Tuesday, so you'll see at least one of those right now.
My documentary is called Take One, Pass It Down, and it's about generational trauma.
Real!
It's just about generational trauma. I listened to an album by Kendrick Lamar called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, And I pretty much felt myself in that album where he's torn between doing the right thing and doing the thing that he's around or that he's surrounded by. So I got this idea. I was literally on my way to a club one day, and we were listening to a song, and the lyrics said, "If you love me, then why would I change?" And I was like, yeah, that's not okay. So yeah, now I'm doing this.
Who are your interviews? Do you have your interviews?
I'm interviewing 8 people.
Who are they? Or like what relationships?
5 friends, my mom, my sister, and an actual therapist.
Love it. That's great.
Yeah, that's.
Title's really great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good title.
What are you using for B-roll?
Um,
Or will there be B-roll?
it's gonna be a minimal amount of B-roll. It's gonna be more like interview-based, straight camera style.
Nice.
That's the premise. Hopefully you guys like it.
Nice.
We're gonna love it.
Any questions? Yeah.
Yeah, I know the subject is generational trauma, but what would be like your main message or the message that you want for the end of the documentary?
Like I said, I was listening to that song and it said, "If you love me, why would I change?" And I feel like a lot of people have this mindset of like, this is just the way I am, when in reality it just shouldn't be like that. Sure.
What do you do? Okay, well, I mean, there's like the overall kind of doc I've been working on, which has to do with the Main Butler Cafe at Anime Expo. Talked about it to death. Yeah, so what I could do for the mini doc for class is focusing more on the subculture aspect, which talks about, you know, how entertainment is a unifying force and the great equalizer throughout society. Yes.
What's the name of your main documentary going to be called?
Axed. A-X-E-D.
I like the still idea of the like mini version of your bigger doc to help you like help gain money and stuff like that. But I guess you'd have to condense it down to the 12 minutes,
Yeah.
or just do like a reason why you're doing the doc. So maybe the mini doc is a doc on doing the doc.
Oh, doc, I like that.
You know what I mean?
Very
Inception.
meta. Yeah.
Doc Inception.
So it'll help you get going with it and maybe like some practice, and then it can also be used as a fundraising tool for
Ooh.
when you're doing it. So like again, doc about doing a doc on the doc.
On the doc. I like it. Doc
So
set.
something to think about, yeah. And it'll incorporate all the same themes, right? Like your interviews you want to do, the whole point of you guys like being laid off, like all that.
Yeah, I will say one part I keep getting stuck on is trying to visualize shots.
Sure.
And I don't know why that's like my Achilles heel, because I'm just like, I feel like I can write scripts. I can write what I want the overall story of the doc to be.
The B-roll shots, you think you're saying?
Yeah, B-roll, A-roll, or when it comes to interviews, like what I would want the interview set up to be,
Yeah.
the lighting, all of that. Like it just
I think that's
it just bogs me down so hard.
a good thing for all of you to say is like, and I feel like Jayden kind of brought it up a little bit though, like go shoot your A-roll, just go sit down and set up an interview and do it, and as they're speaking, it will come to you.
Okay.
I promise. Like
Yeah.
you will sit there and you'll be like, oh, I know what I want to show right now. Like they're speaking and what they're talking, and that will inspire what you're gonna put over it. Because while you're interviewing them, you'll be watching your movie, and you'll be like, oh, I wish I could see this, or I wish I could see that, or whatever. It's kind of like the San Francisco doc we watched, right? Like I feel like the end credit of that guy who's talking overall about San Francisco, we wanted to see everything we just saw, because you know better. Like so, it'll come, but you gotta activate with the interviews first.
That was my approach.
Yeah.
And then some of my team, I think they were concerned about going to shoot things without having fundraising done first.
Sure.
And I'm like, how can I know what I want the vibe of the interview to be if I haven't interviewed you? You know, it's a chicken and egg
thing,
type
for sure.
situation. Yeah.
I do think that if you get a couple of key people, even if they're your friends, and you interview them, things will start to come through. And that doesn't have to be the interview for the final doc.
Right.
You can redo an interview once you get money for the bigger doc. But for now, to just get going, this is a really good excuse, right? Because you have people to give you notes, you have a place to edit, you have cameras, you know. Just got time to stretch out there and take a leap of faith.
Just gotta go for it. Nike
Yeah.
swoosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Any other questions, concerns?
Good, chilling. All right. Thank you for letting me.
And then after that, I'm done for the day. Just got back home after going to my friend Robert's family's friend's coffee shop, Tapito, Apologies for butchering that. Got a horchata latte. It was really good. Now that I'm back home, that's the end of my day. Hope you liked it. Let me know if you want to see more of these.